Hello guys and welcome back to the channel. This is Precious the First, and in today's video I'll be giving you 7 hacks that has helped me overcome slow sewing. We're in the season where every fashion designer, every tailor is trying to up their game. Everybody wants to beat deadlines and you don't want to be on the losing team. So number 1 hack is have a clear idea of what you are doing. So many tailors always have this problem of not knowing what they want to make. There is always this paradox of choices. You have this particular fabric and you feel that this style is not going to be the best thing for this particular fabric. You have a million and one styles in your head. You have a million and one styles on your Pinterest board that you want to make. All the time you would spend in that state of confusion, it's costing you time. You're losing valuable time dilly-dallying over what to make. But if you have a clear idea on what to make, oh, I want to make a bustier top, or I want to make a corset, then you will just get right at it without rigmaroling and wasting all the time. So have a clear idea on what you want to make. A quick tip: once you want to make any design, just go right ahead. You would have 1,000 fabrics to try other styles you want to make in the future. You would have the liberty of time to try out any other style you want to make in the future. So just use what you have available to make that thing that is on your mind. Still on this, having a clear idea on what you want to make, try to know basic sewing principles. Take classes, take lessons, okay, ahead of time. What you have already, no one can take it away from you. So once you want to embark on that sewing project, you just put whatever you have in your head to the fabric and you see yourself beating time because you know what you are doing. But if you do not know what you are doing, you would have to start looking for other resources. You would have to start going to YouTube, trying to watch so many videos in order to get that particular style that you want to do. Know the nitty gritty of sewing, know all the basic sewing principles that is going to help you out in your future project so that you don't waste time, researching before you put your scissors to your fabric. Number 2 hack is use the right sewing tools. Okay, you don't want to be sewing and then have your machine breaking down halfway. That would already cost you a lot of time, whereby you would have just continued sewing without any interruption. So have all the necessary sewing tools that you will need. Okay, so you're not caught halfway, you're not left stranded in the middle of your sewing project. If you know that a particular amount of fabric would be enough for that sewing project you're embarking on, make sure you have that particular amount of fabric. For example, if you're trying to make a particular style and you know that 4 yards would do, it will take you a lot of time if you want to manage 2 yards for a style that requires 4 yards. So make sure you have all those things that you need so that you won't waste time thinking of how to maneuver, how to manage a particular limited resource that you have at hand. So make sure you have all the necessary sewing tools. That will save you a lot of time. So number 3 on the list is carry out each sewing task in batches. If you are embarking on a sewing project, ensure you cut out each part of the um, fabric that you will need to cut, except for there are some particular parts, of the fabric that may require you to sew first before you cut. For example, maybe if you're cutting a collar, you'll have to maybe attach the shoulders, first before you cut out the collar. That is an exception. But if you are not faced with that problem, follow through with that particular batch of cutting. Cut the sleeves, cut everything. I used to fall into that trap. Matter of fact, I would cut maybe just the front pattern and then go and start sewing, and then I'll come back later to cut the back pattern. All these things just make you lose valuable time. So just ensure you do all the sewing processes in batches. If you know you are cutting, cut everything. If you know you are lining, line everything. Okay, if you know you are ironing, iron everything, iron properly. because if you don't iron properly, you would find it difficult in working with your fabric. So make sure that you are doing all these things properly so that you don't waste time at any point while you're sewing. So number 4 hack is chainsaw. Chainsaw, chainsaw, chainsaw. I can't overemphasize this. I learned this valuable hack from a fellow apprentice while I was learning tailoring, and this is one of the most helpful hacks that I am grateful I was able to learn. Chainsaw, you don't need to take out your fabric from your presser foot and then start cutting out the thread and then putting it back, putting another fabric underneath your presser foot and then just sewing again. All those things. And the funny thing is that it's the little things that actually kills time. It may look like it's just a small thing. What would it take me to just bring out the fabric from the presser foot and then just cut out the thread and then put in another fabric? But each time you do all those things, you are losing valuable time. So if you know you're making straight stitches on a straight line, and you know you have other fabrics that you will still make straight stitches, why don't you just sew one batch while the thread is still there? Put another one under your presser foot, sew another batch, on and on. If you know you're making stitches in circles, gather all the ones you're making stitches in circles, and then just follow through, and you'll see yourself beating time. Okay, so just chain sew. Number 5, minimize distractions, but also have a source of motivation. Now, you would always have distractions. Distractions are inevitable. Distractions could come in the form of your spouse, it could come in the form of chores, it could come in the form of your child, but you have the power to put in structures, that would help you in minimizing those distractions. Okay. Another distraction is also our phones. The phone that you use, maybe you're just watching a movie. If you're not so careful, if you're not so disciplined, you may end up focusing more on that phone. You may end up focusing more on that TV without really focusing on that project you're on. So minimize those distractions. Okay. If it actually works for you, some people would say um watching movies actually makes them faster. If it works for you, fine, that is good. Personally, playing music actually makes me faster with sewing. So most times if I want to embark on a really tedious sewing project, I just put on my music player and then I just fire on, and it actually works for me. So if you know that this particular activity actually distracts you from what you're doing, minimize it, find a way around it. Okay. And if you find a source that motivates you, that gives you the ginger to sew faster, do anything that works for you. So far, it's not distracting you. So, number 6 hack is utilize patterns. Now, cutting with freehand is cool, is fun. I cut freehand as well. Okay. And sometimes I make use of patterns. Now, if I make use of a pattern that works for me, and I know that this is in a particular size, maybe it's in a size 10, I just keep the pattern because I know that it would most likely work for another size 10. Okay. If I make a pattern for a size 12 and it actually came out perfect, I like it, I don't discard those patterns. I still keep them. If a size 10 person comes by to make a particular design and that pattern is still um around the template of that particular design, I still utilize it. Maybe I could just make one or two modifications on that pattern, but I still use it. Utilize your patterns, utilize your template if you can. Okay, it will really help you. Don't just use a pattern and then just discard it. And number 7, which is the last hack I'll be giving you, is practice. Practice, practice, practice. I can't overemphasize that. Okay, practice. Look, the best fashion designers that they didn't start being masters of their crafts. They had to put in the work, they had to practice. The truth is, the more you practice, the more faster you will sew. It's not rocket science. Whatever you spend your time doing, you will find yourself gaining mastery in that field. So practice. Do not beat yourself like, oh, I'm naturally slow, I can't do it, I'm not good at this, oh, I think I'm just like a sloth at this. Do not beat yourself over it. Just keep on putting in the work, and with time, even if you made this dress in 3 days today, trust me, next time you may make the dress maybe 2 days, 18 hours dress. So practice, 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 and with time you guys will be masters of the craft. Okay, so thank you guys for watching this video. If this video was helpful, um please give it a like. What are your challenges with sewing? Feel free to drop your thoughts in the comment section. If you are yet to subscribe to the channel, please subscribe to the channel. Give the video a like if you haven't. Share the video to anybody you know who is struggling with this. Okay, and I'll be seeing you in the next video. Thank you for watching once again. Bye for now.